Hey guys, Noah here. Welcome back to my channel. But if it's your first time at my channel, then hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing like this super random video, but I have all of these Hoya propagations in sphagnum moss, and I actually have not really propagated in sphagnum moss too much in the past. And this is my first time really having like a successful batch of propagations in sphagnum, because I started putting them in these like sandwich bags, larger sandwich bags, and that really helped the propagations survive, because before that they were always dying. So I'm basically just going to be looking at them and possibly potting them up into soil if they are ready. The weird thing with sphagnum propagations is you can't see the root system. So like with water propagations, you can see through the clear glass jar when it's ready to be potted up. But with these sphagnum props, like there's no way for me to know unless I take it all out. And I think I did take them all out like a month ago and they weren't ready yet. And I'm thinking maybe now they could be ready. So we're gonna look at it together on camera and see what they're looking like. Most of them are Hoyas, but not all of them, but most of them are Hoyas. And I've just recently decided to expand my Hoya collection, so I'm really excited, and hopefully I'll be able to pot some up. I recently was able to pot up a Hoya Curtisii and a Hoya bilobata, and they're doing great. So let's see what the roots look like. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna start off with this baggie right here, and I have kind of a newer cutting mixed in with an older cutting, so I think one of them's not gonna be ready for sure, but one might be. So I have a Hoya Propagations, I think is how you say it, and it's this tall one right here, and then a Hoya Sunrise cutting right here. So the Sunrise is pretty new to me, so I'm pretty sure that one's not going to be ready, but I do want to see what the roots look like. I think it's been in here for like 2 weeks. Yeah, not long at all. So I'm gonna pan you guys down a little bit. All right, so let's see what these look like. Hopefully I can pot something up today. I feel like the sphagnum looks so much like the roots that you don't want to pull on the roots. Oh wow, could this be a root? It's like so hard to tell what's a root and what's not. Am I gonna even be able to show you guys? Like, it's so hard for me to even see in person. Wow, this does have a pretty good root though, like for it being just 2 weeks. Okay, there, I exposed the root. Let me see if you guys will be able to see it. It's pretty good size. Wow, and it's even got, wow, look at all those roots. And it's got some aerial roots up here. So this is doing great in the sphagnum, it looks like, but I am gonna leave it longer. Now the Propagations, I feel like the roots should be long enough to pot up, because it's been in here for like 2 months, I'd say, maybe even longer. So I'm really scared. I'm gonna be gentle. Yeah, these roots I think are really long. Let me see. Yeah, but you can see how long the longest root is. So I'll probably, when I pot it up, leave the sphagnum attached and just put soil around it. I really just want it to be in soil so that it can get some nutrients, because my sphagnum doesn't really have much nutrients. And I did buy some extra worm castings to add to the mix so that it can really be fertilized. So this one's definitely going to be ready, so I'm going to set it aside to be potted up, and then I'll put the Hoya Sunrise back in here, and I'll put it back in the baggie as well. And I'll pull out the other one that I have. Wow, I haven't looked at it in so long. This is just an Adansonii narrow form. And wow, look at that aerial root it's created from just being in there. That looks amazing. This has to be ready to be potted up. It's been in here for a while. Wait a minute. Whoa, oh my goodness. Holy cow. Wait, you guys are gonna die when you see this. Okay. All of this is the root, just surrounded by sphagnum. Oh my god, I've never had a propagation do that in, what is it, 2 months maybe? And it has this new leaf, but the new leaf has no fenestration. So yeah, it has that new growth, as well as this is the old leaf. Now, I'm looking at the other ones and they have absolutely no roots. So this one has a growth point right over there, but no roots. And this one, the only root it has is that aerial root that it's trying to get. So these are gonna go right back in there. That is weird though, how one of them rooted so fast and the other ones didn't. And then I'll stick in this one back in as well. And we'll put this back in the bag. So we're gonna put this one aside to pot up with the Kumingianas right here. We'll put it next to it. Over here I have a Hoya Affinis red and I think a Hoya Crimson Princess cutting, and I also have this random chunk that I cannot remember what it is, but I just leave it in there. Oh wow, yeah, the roots are crazy long in this one. So this one's not, because this I just stuck in there recently. This one has just a small root. It's gonna be hard to see that one, but this one, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you could tell that that's rooted really nicely. So I'm gonna try to take as much of the sphagnum off as I can without breaking the root, and then we will pot this guy up in soil. This one's got like new growth showing at the top there, and this leaf is the newest one. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, these look great. All right, let's put this one aside. Oh, I want to check on this Wyetii next. This one's been in here for like 2 months. Yeah, the roots look great. This is gonna be ready to be potted up. I'm so happy that these are ready. I was worried I would film this video and like none of them would be ready to be potted up, and it would have been such a waste, and then I wouldn't even post it. But yeah, it's hard to tell, but these long pieces dangling here, not all of them, some of them are sphagnum, but like this one, those are great roots. I got these cuttings, all of these so far, from an Etsy plant shop. I think it's called Angel Houseplants, and I've ordered for them a few times now, and I've always gotten great cuttings and very affordable prices. So I definitely want to shout them out, because I can 100% recommend. I don't know who it is, like they're not paying me to say it, but they just have great plants. I think I broke off a root. Oh, what is this? It's a corm. Look at that. This, I think, is an Alocasia polycorm or corn. I don't know how you pronounce it. And so when I repotted my Alocasia poly, I found it and I put it in sphagnum, and it's actually growing roots and a new leaf right here. So that is so exciting. I never had a successful corm. I've always put them in water and then they die. So sphagnum's the way to go, because look at this, it's thriving. So I'm definitely putting that back in here. Definitely will update you guys on this one. All right, so my last little container. Oh, I don't think any of these are gonna be ready. This is a Crimson Queen, very small roots. I'm gonna stick that back in. We have a Rhaphidophora, or not a Rhaphidophora, a Monstera adansonii, just slightly rooted. Can't remember when I put these in here, but it was definitely recently. Oh, this is a Cebu Blue, rooted Cebu Blue. See what happens. And then, oh, we have some Scindapsus Trebui Moonlight that are rooting nicely. This leaf has totally curled, but whatever. We'll stick those back in as well. All right. So there you have it. I'm gonna grab some pots and my mixing soil, and let's pot these bad boys up. All right, so we are going to pot these babies up. Let me think I think for the Affinis red, I'm just gonna do a small, I think this is like a 3.5 inch pot. But the only one that I think is gonna need a bigger pot is this really long Monstera adansonii narrow form. I don't wanna put it in a little pot, or maybe I will. And then that way it can, here, I'll put it in maybe this 4-inch pot, I think. Just give it some room to grow. I don't want it to be too, yeah, that should be good. And then let's see what else. Kumingiana is gonna need a really small pot. But all I have is this one. I just probably won't fill it up all the way. And then this one, I think, also should be fine in a 3.5 inch pot. So yeah, most of them are gonna get small pots. All right, so let's start off the Affinis red first. I'm so thrilled to be potting these guys up. I've been staring at the cuttings for so long, and I do have to say that these sphagnum moss propagations just made a huge difference. I honestly did not think that they would. but I was proven wrong. They're so much faster than water. This, I think, is my favorite Hoya, the Affinis red. I just love the awkward leaf shape. Like at first I thought mine were coming in bad, like they were funky, but no, that's how they're supposed to look. I'll give you guys a close-up. I love it. I'll give these guys a good drink, but not too much because they're still in the sphagnum, so they're still a little bit moist. But here's the first one. All right, next up, we'll do the Kumingiana. Pull it up all the way to the top of the pot. So there we have this one. Such a cute little plant, but can't wait for it to grow. I think this one's, I saw the variegated one today at a nursery when I was out shopping, and I didn't buy it because it was just expensive, but I do love this one. It's so cute. This one's really cute. I love this one. I love all of these Hoyas, man. Like, oh, love them. This root, I've never seen anything like it. Oh wow, I just noticed it has a new leaf coming in. That's exciting. All right, there we have that one. Super easy, all done. Here are our prop turned into plants. So thrilled. I'm going to just water these off camera and put them underneath my grow light, and I am planning to do an update video on these just because I think it would be cool to see them go from a cutting to being rooted to being planted, and then an update on how they look once they're growing in soil. So definitely make sure to keep an eye out for that. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on it. I do post new videos every single Thursday and Sunday at 4 p.m. and that is Central Time. So yeah, thank you guys again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.